To the mom who feels like she's not enough, who lays in bed at night, counting her mistakes, to the mom that feels overwhelmed and exhausted, who questions if she's making an actual difference, this next conversation is for you. Therapist and best-selling author Eli Harwood has a warm way with words, and she's going to remind us that what motherhood mostly demands is love. It's as simple as that. Hi through the screen, Eli, and congratulations on all the book success. I was away when that was happening, but I was cheering you on, sister, through the screen.
Oh, thank you. I was cheering you on too, watching with your little cute little munchkin. I love it.
She is pretty cute. I will agree with you. And squishy and squinty and bald and just the way we make them. We love them.
Oh, the best.
All right, first, feeling like you're not enough as a mom. Would you say this is something most moms struggle with?
Absolutely. I think it's actually like an epidemic of moms feeling that way. I don't know a single mom who doesn't have to kind of work through and wrestle with the feeling of like, am I doing this right? Am I doing enough? Should I be doing more?
This is what I love about you. You've got a claim that sort of takes us forward. Like we could say, it's not about being perfect. We've heard that before. We know that. You say it's not even about being exceptional.
Absolutely. I mean, we have data on this. I'm so thankful for scientists and research who can give us actual information that says our kids don't need us to be anything other than good enough. And good enough means they can sense we deeply care about them. That's it. If we can get that message across, we're doing an absolutely wonderful job as a mom.
In place of perfection, you encourage and push women toward consistency.
Yeah. You know, when we're going through all of the ups and downs that are involved in parenting, we're going to have moments where we're crusty and crispy and off kilter, or where we forget things. And we also have situations that limit our capacity to do as much as other people. Our kids need us to simply be consistently available to them. And consistent doesn't mean 24/7. I'll tell you right now, I'm actually up in Alaska on a work trip. I am not with my kids at the moment, and they are fine. They are with their father, and I'm getting a little break. And if I was never around, that would have a massive impact, but I'm around enough. And that's really the message I want moms to hear is, do your kids know that you are available to them and care about them? Then it's okay if you aren't making pancakes in the shapes of dinosaurs. It's fine.
Okay, but knowing the feeling is going to come, and the feeling, I actually don't experience this too often. I'm grateful. That's not a boast. That's a point of gratitude. But I can relate to the weight of the night. Like when you lay in bed and you can, have that tendency to tick through mistakes or want to go run and smooch them one more time to make up for whatever didn't happen or wasn't said. I do relate to that. So knowing that that moment is going to come, you say there is something we can do to give this feeling less power.
Yeah. I like to think of myself in like different parts. So there are parts of me that are very confident in myself, and there are parts of me that might be younger or from the past is really what they are, that come up and say, like, what if I'm not good enough? Something bad might happen, right? And so if you're laying in bed at night and you're going through the roster of all the things you've done during the day, I want you to consider, how old do I feel in my processing right now? Like, do I feel like my 42 3/4 years old self? Or do I feel like I am much younger and unsure of my place in the world? And if that's coming up, you go, oh, this is an old feeling from the past. It doesn't belong to the present. I am currently an incredibly dedicated parent. I don't need to sift through the day with this much intensity and hypervigilance. I can pause and go, ah, did I do my best for my kids? Yes. Did I say I was sorry when I messed up? Oh, I sure did. Was I responsive when they were tender? Oh, I sure was. Okay, I don't need to hold on to this level of worry about the type of mom I am.
I love that. Permission to take panic or worry and associate that with the past makes it, I think, easier to dismiss, right? We can exhale that Alaskan air with you, right? There's something about realizing it's not the truth now. It's not what's happening in this moment that does kind of release that anxiety.
Yes.
Okay, if it's normal for women to have imperfections, you say it's actually how we handle those imperfections that actually matter the most.
Absolutely. We don't have perfect kids. We are all human. We are human beings birthing human kids, having human kids. And so the process of modeling for our children that we can accept our humanness with compassion is a template they need. That's how they learn to do that. So, the next time you're struggling with being imperfect, remind yourself this is a perfect opportunity for me to show my child I am still worthy and lovable and safe,
Yeah.
even when I'm imperfect.
We were having a chat just yesterday in the car in the garage. Good chats happen, right? When the car pulls into the garage and you've got a million things you want to go do, but you realize what needs to happen is right here. Anyway, we were talking good choices, bad choices. And my oh so wise 9-year-old said, what was a time you made a bad choice, Mom, that sat with you? And I could have reached for obviously many, but we ended up talking about the time when I did get mad and pull the hand off the porcelain doll, and I did let my mom blame my cousin Cody. Anyway, I was fascinated because they had so many questions. Like, they wanted to keep peeling back that story, asking how I felt, asking when I apologized to Nanny about it. It went on and on and on. And I realized in that moment, there are great lessons to learn in our imperfections, obviously within boundary and age-appropriate conversations. We feel the need to say that. I don't know why, but yeah, there's a lot to learn in those moments of adult vulnerability.
Absolutely. This week I have twin 5-year-olds, and we hit these moments in the day where it's like Lord of the Flies. I mean, I guess it's not Lord of the Flies because I'm there. But anyway, it gets messy, and they were just competing. And I just lost my ability to be patient. I was done. And I kind of got big and was like, enough. And one of my daughters looked at me like I was, a monster. She was terrified of me. And she's not actually afraid I'm going to hurt her because I don't. Right. But she did not like my behavior, and it wasn't mature behavior. And I paused and I looked at her as she ran the other direction and just went, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. And then I gave her a minute to calm down. I went and found her. And then I said to her, oh, I was really having a hard time keeping my body calm. I'm so sorry.
Talked her through it.
And I talked her through it, and I didn't talk her through it like I was a bad mom or, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Or, are you going to be okay? It's like, welcome to the human club where we lose our minds sometimes.
Welcome to the human club where we are all shocker humans. We've got 1 minute. Can I ask you 2 burning questions that I want to hear your take on? At number 1, bottom line, what do kids need? On these days when we do feel overwhelmed, we're not sure if we have what we want to offer or need to offer. What do kids need?
Okay, these are my 4 things I go by every single day. 1, light up in their presence. Make sure they know that we want to be around them. 2, show up for their tender moments and their triumphant moments. Make sure they know we are there for them when life is soggy and sad, but we're also there for them when it feels shiny and proud. 3, be the type of parent who listens to your kids. Listen up. Make sure they know that you hear what matters to them. And 4, make up when you mess up, because you're going to mess up every single day. So be the type of parent who leads repair. Okay,
and in closing, just time for a couple of lines on this. I'm thinking of the mom watching and listening who might have all adult children at this point and might feel like she didn't hit those 4 checkpoints as much as she would have liked to. And that weight is heavy too. What would you say to her?
Well, I would say we are all going to be that mom someday. Nobody gets to the end of motherhood and thinks, I did everything correctly. That would be insane. Actually, that's probably a sign of narcissism. No, you did a lot that was really beautiful, and you probably did the very best with what you had. So remember to be kind and compassionate to yourself, and remember that it's never too late. We don't stop being our kids' parents when they grow. You can continue to learn how to become a deeper connector. And let your kids help you with that. They can tell you what it is they wish for from you.
There it is. Amen, sister. Alaska looks good on you. Thanks for taking time for us. Quickly tell us about your book.
Oh, well, my book, which is indoors because I forgot to bring it outside here.
Oh, no.
It's called Raising Securely Attached Kids. And it's my guide to the art and science of creating that feeling with our kids where they know they can rely on us. They are loved by us. We are there for them.
There is something to learn on every page of that beautiful book. It's a great work. So we'll link people to it from our website. Thank you so much, Eli.
So good to be with you, my dear.
You too.